Our team's strength is probably being able to win every lane individually and translate that into good decision-making late game.
Dignitas, honestly, I believe our early game's probably one of the best.
I think we're just really good at controlling the map, team fighting.
Reginald makes our team strong. He's the leader, the boss, he's the core of the team.
What makes our team strong is mostly because of versatility. We can play anything.
I think we're really good at objective control, we're good at team fights, we're pretty well coordinated. It'll be a hard match no matter what. I think it'll be close games.
We know what they're going to do, they know what we're going to do. The better team will win.
This is our year. This is really our chance to show that we still can beat them when it counts. And today is when it really counts.
We've strategized and we've prepared more than probably any other team in this tournament, and we're ready to win it now.
We achieved one goal, making it to Worlds. The next goal is to be number 1.
Welcome everybody to our final day of games here of the NALCS Regional Playoffs live from PAX Prime, Seattle, Washington. Are you guys excited? That's what we like to hear. I'm your host, Evie Shogzaportre, and we have a ton of League of Legends action coming your way today, starting with Complexity and Cognitive Gaming trying to win their way into the promotion tournament. Then, Vulcan and Dignitas fight for the last North American spot at Worlds. And finally, Cloud9 and Team Solo Mid battle for the North American LCS Summer Split title. But before we get to the action, I'd first like to say hello to everyone around the world tuning into today's broadcast, including the members of the armed forces. And a special shout out to all of you here who got up extremely early to secure your spot here. Thank you very much. And now let's send it over to Kobe and Freak, who are hanging out over at the interview lounge.
Thank you very much, Shocks. Here we are. I am Freak. This is Kobe. Looking dapper as always. And this is the lounge where we're going to break down all the action and talk to the biggest names here at the LCS.
All right, that's going to be a bit later. Right now, though, let's send it over to Jat and Riv at the desk to kick off the final day of the NALCS.
Thank you very much, Kobe. I'm Rivington Bism III alongside Joshua Jat Leesman. And heading into day 3 here at PAX, what stood out to you most about these games, Jat?
I'd have to say the two teams that are in the finals right now, TSM and Cloud9, the crispness and the coordination of their play is definitely what surprised me the most.
It's going to be kicking off with Complexity battling Cognitive Gaming for a spot in that spring promotion tournament. Both of these teams playing well, but only one's going to be moving.
Yeah, absolutely. And then after that, we have Vulcan taking on Team Dignitas for that berth. Final NA berth in the World Championships. And of course, Cloud9 will face off against Team Solo Mid for the NA LCS title and that bye at Worlds.
Absolutely. But before we get to today's matches, we need to talk about yesterday's game, starting with Cloud9 showing once again why they reigned atop of the NA LCS standings for every week of the summer split.
Yeah, they actually looked a little bit shaky against Dignitas at the start of Game 1. But then they found their footing extremely quickly, and they just ran all over Dignitas in Game 2. They swept their way into the finals, and they earned that spot in the Season 3 World Championships.
And while just about everyone expected Cloud9 to roll into the championship game, second-seeded Vulcan was shocked in their semifinal series by a Team Solo Mid that looked like the old TSM for the first time all summer.
Yeah, so TSM looked crisp in their games against Vulcan, and now they're looking to sweep the spring and summer split titles, just like Fnatic did over in Europe. And just like Cloud9, TSM has qualified for the Season 3 World Championships now, which will be their 3rd consecutive trip to Worlds.
Yep, and now that TSM and Cloud9 have punched their tickets to Los Angeles, we know 10 of the 14 teams that will be competing for the Summoners Cup.
Yeah, so like we said, Cloud9 and Team Solomid have locked in their spots for North America. The 3 teams from Europe are Fnatic, Lemon Dogs, and Gambit. 2 teams from Southeast Asia, of course, are the Philippines' Team Mineski and Taiwan's Gamania Bears. From Korea, we know 2 of the 3 teams also, MVP Ozone, and then the #1 seed from Korea, Najin Black Sword. As well as the final team we have announced here, the International Wildcard Tournament winner from Lithuania, it's Gaming Gear.
And while TSM and Cloud9 were able to lock down a spot in the Worlds, CLG and Curse fought to simply lock down a spot in Season 4, and that wasn't even simple.
Yeah, so Counterlogic Gaming swept Curse 2-0, and while CLG is undoubtedly and understandably disappointed at missing Worlds, they can rest easy knowing that they're in Season 4 Spring Split, and now they have some times to improve their team for Season 4.
And the same cannot be said for Curse, who was officially relegated to the promotion tournament, where they could end up playing the winner of our Challenger Finals here.
Yeah, and in the Challenger Finals here, Cognitive Gaming did earn their trip to the Challenger Finals back on day 1 of PAX, and then Mega Zero and Complexity got their spot by beating pretty big rivals in to be determined yesterday to win their way into the match.
Right, and while we can sit here and tell you about yesterday's LCS action as it was amazing, they say that seeing is believing. So let's take a look at the best plays from day 2 of the North American Regional Playoffs and believe.
Day 2 of the North American Regional Finals from PAX Prime kicked off with a rematch of last year's third-place match between CLG and Curse. A fully loaded double-lift hyper-carried CLG to victory in Game 1.
Boy and St. Bass Brothers going in hard here. Will they get the damage? Chouster somehow dodges that volley, but it's going to be Boy going in for the kill. Turns on to Big Fat, not able to get it. Big Fat cleans him up. Nien now coming up big. He was in the fight, but it's double lift with a triple kill Nien on his side to keep him safe. Counter Logic Gaming trying to take it out. The Buster shot. He goes for the stun up, and he can't get it. His double lift, and Big Fat take down the Nexus.
Very solid finish there by CLG.
While Game 1 was all about double lift the carry, Game 2 is all about CLG the team.
Jouster trying to get the kill here. Big Fat comes in big, but he doesn't have much to use on his abilities. Save.
I got you. Okay.
Oh, he knocked him back! Buster shot away, saves Jouster's tail. He swims off to safety. Big Fat still looking for safety there. He may actually die to the Wolves. He goes in for the fight, repels, blinks on the other side. They come down with the kill. The unity of CLG.
And just like last year, CLG take out Curse here at PAX.
This could spell the Season 4 Spring Split for Counter Logic Gaming. They take down the second Nexus turret. Everything is falling but the Nexus chat. Double it, padding his heart in a sigh of relief and strength.
And so many CLG fans will be wondering, where was this CLG yesterday?
Up next, a well-rested Vulcan took on the red-hot Team Solomid in the first game of the semifinals. And it was classic Reggie from the start, his aggression distracting Vulcan while his team secured Dragon.
Down to half health, that's a flag toss, but there's the rest of Vulcan. Smithy is not. Oh, he's gonna get the kill. Zuna, very well played. The Dragon goes down. Reggie trades his life for a secure Dragon.
Reggie's constant pressure led to an ace at Baron. And in classic TSM fashion, they just win at live events.
So they have to be careful for Zuna. Zuna taking the shot to the face right there, getting farther and farther lower. There's Smithy going down right away. 1-0. Bloodwater chunked down. He's gonna fall. Zuna gonna go down to Wild Turtle. 3 kills so far. The counter engage goes across. Crescendo though. That's gonna be ManCloud falling over. Wild Turtle is alive, and that's surely gonna be the game. TSM bringing the semifinal 1-0 in their favor. This is the TSM in crunch time.
Up 1-0 after their Game 1 win, TSM had the Bay Lifers believing they would advance to Sunday's finals. But Vulcan had some tricks up their sleeve.
So he teleports out, and Xpecial will not catch him in time. He could have flash blade, but they're gonna rush the Baron! Rushing Baron, the bait by Psycho Sid.
The teams returned to battle at Baron, only this time, Dyrus brought the equalizer.
Oh my god, watch out. They're very low. 2 of them are very low. Psycho Sid's very low. 2 of them are very low.
He's dead.
One's dead.
Don't do it. Wild Turtle eating Vulcan alive.
TSM would finish off Vulcan for the sweep, improving to 4-0 this weekend, and become the first North American team to qualify for the World Playoffs.
Goodbye to Zuna. This could be all it takes for the game. ManCloud gets caught, knocked into the air. Another double kill. This could be TSM in the semifinals. 2-0 over Vulcan.
No matter how many times you get to go to Worlds, it never gets old. Look at the faces. It's just like the first time.
It never gets old.
But would you like to finish with a couple of words for all the TSM fans out here?
Give me this.
The second half of the semifinals pitted the #1 seed Cloud9 against the 5th seed Dignitas. Dignitas took an early lead, but a sneaky Ash Arrow and some trickery from High would net Cloud9 the advantage.
Oh, right in the face! Wow. Cutie Pie takes it to the kisser, and that was indeed sneaky.
Can I get him?
The drain tether was not there. Shut down. going on. Sonny's looks good, but like
Double kill! Are you kidding
me? Wow.
After exploding to a big lead, Cloud9 turned back Dignitas' last stand to take a 1-0 lead in the best-of-3 series.
They are sitting on the equalizer, cooking like marshmallows. Cutie Pie getting taken down. The Flame Spitter comes on to add even more heat to the fire.
GG. Give me a fist bump, Pie. Give me a fist bump.
You can see there's a bit of relief on high there.
If there's been one weakness in Cloud9's game this season, it has been level 1 mistakes.
Oh, the fear is first. The Meteos could go down that KDA, and it's going to Kiwi Kid.
Meteos was able to bounce back from his early misstep.
Level 8 to level 7, and that's what it means. You become the food of the level 8. But Toy getting hit up as well.
And Cloud9 overpowered Dignitas to complete the series sweep and lock up their spot in the World Playoffs.
The Hemoplague is down, and so is he. Cutie Pie on the backside. There's so much disengaged from this Cloud9 team. They're able to take it, and they've done what they've done all season long, and get the victory.
Yeah, it's safe to say Cloud9 knows how to play League of Legends, no matter what stage they're on.
All right, guys, after 2 days of action here at PAX, we're down to the final 2 challenger teams. Let's take a look at the bracket. On Friday, Cognitive Gaming took out New World Eclipse to advance out of the semifinal round, while yesterday Complexity outlasted To Be Determined to earn their spot in the finals.
And the winner of today's finale will earn a spot in the Season 4 promotion tournament, where they'll join fellow challenger squad To Be Determined and Summer LCS teams Velocity Esports, Team Coast, and Curse in an attempt to qualify for the spring split.
And because I like brackets almost as much as I like this wonderful audience behind me, let's take a look at the nearly completed NALCS Regionals bracket. And as you can see, all the boxes are filled in. We're just missing a few highlighted winners.
Yeah, so in today's third place match, it's Vulcan taking on Team Dignitas for that final spot in the World Championship, while Cloud9 faces Team Solo Mid for the NALCS Summer Split title and a first-round bye into the top 8 of Worlds.
And to keep track of all the teams that qualify for Worlds, as well as VODs of any of the North American playoff action you missed, head over to lolesports.com.
And while you're there, make sure to vote for who you think will win today's 2 LCS playoff matchups. Just go to the schedule in the top right, click on the Finals tab, gaze into the future, and vote.
And then once you've locked in your winners, what you think is going to be the winner, head over to Twitter and let us know. Who do you think is the MVP of the NALCS Summer Split and why?
Or at LOL Esports, and be sure to use the hashtag LCS. We'll be reading the best responses live later today, and the 5 tweeters we choose will win a Logitech G602S gaming mouse.
And it's time for our first break, but don't worry, we'll be right back with all the League of Legends action you can handle, starting with the Challenger Tournament Final, Mega Zero and Complexity versus iDream and Cognitive Gaming. The LCS Live from PAX Prime will be right back. Stick around.